the channel from Mattel Elite Series 101, we take it all the way back to WrestleMania 38 with Kevin Owens.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another WWE Mattel Elite Series 101 unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we've got the prize fighter himself. We've got Kevin Owens from Elite 101. But remember, for all your Elite 101 and all your wrestling figure needs, make sure you're hitting up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. And Kevin Owens returns back to the Elite line here in 101, and it has been some time since we've had a Kevin Owens figure in the Elite line. As there was a clip a couple years ago, he was right up there with the Seth Rollins and the Shield members, I guess, things like that on a pretty regular basis. And I think a lot of people did finally get kind of KO burnout, so they stopped a little bit, and now we're back at it with another Kevin Owens. And by the looks of things, of course, as I'm filming this, Royal Rumble was last night, so you guys kind of know the time frame there. Kevin Owens, of course, in the main event with Roman Reigns. Quite the story arc going on there with Kevin Owens and his good personal friend, Sami Zayn. So I got to assume we're going to have some more Kevin Owens in the futures based around this whole Bloodline saga and all that kind of stuff. But we're throwing it back to WrestleMania 38 about a year ago from now, where Kevin Owens, of course, was on WrestleMania against Steve Austin. It started out to be the KO show, and it dived into a match, which really was pretty cool. You guys know I love Stunning Steve. I was a big-time Stunning Steve guy. I was a big Dangerous Alliance guy. Liked him as well back in the old Texas days. But then I lost a little touch with the Austin character. Obviously, I watched all that kind of stuff. I watched it. I knew it. But it was so much in your face all the time. It tuned me out a little bit. I know I'm weird. Who knows? You like what you like. You don't what you don't, as we always say. But there was something kind of magical not seeing Stone Cold for so long, having him back in that capacity where we never thought he'd ever wrestle again. Even if you weren't the biggest Austin fan during the height of Austin Mania, a lot of people could get enjoyment out of that, myself included. So this figure, very cool, extra special with that moment, but extra special right now with the Bloodline saga. Going to make this even more popular, I feel. A lot like the Uso figures. So I think this Kevin Owens definitely going to be a sleeper, definitely going to be a popular one. But let's see how good it is, and we're only going to find out how to do that as we do it like we do all the other reviews here on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So let's look at old Kevin Owens here. Old KO, little glamour shot, little name, WWE Elite 101. Big window box. We love extra hands, extra head. We'll dive into all this, but this is a special figure, and one I'm kicking myself at right now. I need to get another one of these. Gonna have to order another one, and we'll talk about that in this review. There's old KO right there, looking only like Kevin Owens would look if he was in Elite 101. There it is. On this side, we got the Elite. We got his name, True Effects, Certified Authentic, playing all the hits. And on the back, the big cross sell down at the bottom. Make sure you subscribe to this very YouTube channel. We're unboxing every single one of these. Very end, we are going to rank the entire wave from my least favorite to my favorite and unbox the Chase Mr. America. Stay tuned for that. Got the blurb, got the tail of the tape, got the glamour shot. Let's see what it says about old Kevin Owens from Maryville, Quebec, Canada. Oh, man, is it cold there right now. It is cold. It's cold where I live. It's even colder up there. Height, 6 feet tall, 266 pounds. Finisher, the old Stone Cold Stunner here. Career highlights, Universal Champion, Intercontinental Champion, United States Champion. And I'm sure, wasn't he a tag team champion somewhere along the way? I can't think of. That'd be interesting if he had a tag team title run somewhere along the way. I could see him and Sami Zayn teaming back up for the tag titles. We'll see if that happens. It says the prize fighter called out Stone Cold Steve Austin to meet him inside the ring for a very special Kevin Owens show at WrestleMania 38. And I think that match did blow away expectations. It was kind of like one of those things, is it going to be like an old school Piper's Pit when, you know, he was kind of past his prime? It would come back from Piper's Pit. I kind of thought it was going to have that kind of a thing going on, but it definitely blew away the expectations. But let's get old KO out of the package. Got the WWE logo on the back in red like we've seen before. Up high. See you later. Goodbye. And then we get KO in the plastic prison, and he is locked in at the knee and locked in at the arm. We're going to cut him out real quick. Get the old trusty pink scissors. Like I said, these scissors have been with me for like 20 years. Might be time to retire them pretty soon. They're getting a little dull. Might be time to hedge my bets and spend the $2 and buy a new pack of scissors. We'll see what happens. We'll retire these. Maybe we'll auction them off. We'll do something like that. They're very, very famous scissors. The most famous scissors in the land, I think, really. Let's pop these hands out, maybe. Oh, very tough. Man, those hands are in there tight. There it is. Little twist ties. My poor vacuum. That's who really needs the gold medal, is my vacuum. You wouldn't believe how many twist ties. There was one time I had a big unboxing spree of Star Wars, and I went through afterwards, and my whole vacuum, where you could see in the clear, it was like all twist ties in there. It was unbelievable. Just little ones all added up. It was crazy. It was absolutely wild times. You had to be there. Had to be there. Get KO out. There it is. Come on, KO. You can do it. Head stuck in there. There it is. See you later. More twist ties. What do you know? Everybody loves a good twist tie. Of course, unless you don't. But let's look at the hands first, and then we'll get into the figure. We get 2 extra hands. Looks like he's got 2 Fists of Fury, and he's going to need both of them if he's taking on old Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania. But you do got gripping hands for him as well. Nice little X on there on the top, and then you got the black wrapping across. Very, very nice here for old KO. Now we're going to dive into old Kevin Owens, and he comes in the package as Stone Cold Steve Austin, which makes a lot of sense until fairly recently. Like I said a little bit earlier in this episode here, I think a lot of people want a regular Kevin Owens figure. So I think for selling wise at the store shelf, it would have sold better if it was backwards with the other regular head on. But you would have asked me that 3 months ago, this would have been the way to do it. That's kind of how it happens, though. Figures are made way ahead of time, things like that. But really, doesn't matter either way. Especially if you're a loose collector, you can switch back and forth. But if you're a mint-on-card guy, you're like, I want this, but I want a regular KO that's updated. So you'll have to wait a little bit longer on that one. But very, very cool. First thing I think of, and I'm going to grab it out right for comparisons right off the bat, is this is, of course, when he did the skit where he was dressed as Stone Cold. He's got the bald cap on, which is really nice. And I like that they didn't make it just a bald head. That would have been easy to do. Instead, it's got the little line, like the elasticity or whatever it is. Just looks really cool. Of course, the Austin shirt on top, the black, of course, makes it work for sure. So it is Kevin Owens as Stone Cold Steve Austin. It brings me back to the old Jack's Ruthless Aggression days. Oh, I long for those days. But we all remember back to one of the series. I want to feel like it was a WrestleMania series, but can't remember off the top of my head. It was probably pay-per-view because it was SummerSlam. You know what I mean. But it was a Ruthless Aggression series with Shawn Michaels dressed as Hulk Hogan. I think they took a lot of instincts from that to this Stone Cold as Kevin Owens type thing. But very, very cool. One of my favorite Jack's deep cut figures. One of these days we'll do a top 5 Jack's Ruthless Aggression deep cut figures that are really cool. There's a few that are really, really good that I really do like. Just Shawn Michaels being one of them, but a lot of nod to the past with these guys right here. But very, very cool, very funny. I like what they did there. So Shawn, go off to the side here. Now we get down to this Kevin Owens. And Kevin, like I said, I love the head on here. You got the beard. All day long, you know it's Kevin Owens. You know it's him trying to be Stone Cold. The shirt speaks for itself. Very iconic shirt. Of course, it's nice, soft goods material. It can be removed with the old Velcro. We always love that. I'm going to take that off. Goes off very, very easily, of course. And the cool thing is you can reuse this shirt. Let's say you don't want to make him Stone Cold Kevin Owens. You could throw this on a Steve Austin figure. Maybe you got a Steve Austin basic or something like that. You can dress that up. You can get your use out of that somewhere along the line. But then you do get Kevin Owens here, and this is where I'm going to pop this head off. That's the ease of the new days of Mattel, and I'm going to pop this one on instead. And then we're going to talk about this head, and then we're going to go through the articulation, everything else with this Kevin Owens. So it does pop on right there. So let's look at Kevin Owens right here first. It's definitely Kevin Owens when you see it. The eyes look a little bit lazy, like he's really, really sleepy or something. I don't know if it's just the true effects, probably is what it is. But it just looks like his eyes are very set back, very small, barely open. Not the best. I want a little bit more out of that eye, as it really does get lost. You look at this, you see forehead, you see the beard, you see the mouth and the nose, but the eyes are like lost. It almost looks like he doesn't have eyes if you look at it from a distance. It looks like just 2 eye sockets, kind of. But you still do know it's Kevin Owens, especially the haircut and the beard. All day long, you know it's Kevin. Of course, side to side, up and down, a little bit up and down, a little limited by his beard, of course, in the front, but you can go back. Of course, head is removable, as we did show. Arms do go all the way around. You do get a bicep cut. Double jointed, pinless elbows, playing all the hits. And I might be wrong, but I think this is the first double jointed, pinless elbowed Kevin Owens in the Elite line. So a little bit newness right there. He's got the black wrapping around that is all painted on. Of course, hands removable back and forth. No real ab crunch. I mean, you got that not even Polly Pocket style jacket. It's just it's an overlay, and you can't remove it. If you want to remove it, you're going to have to really take the arms and the head off to get this off, as it doesn't come off, as Kevin Owens doesn't go shirtless, as we do know. So you got that. You get the waist side to side. He can can do those big old Kevin Owens splits if he needs to try to jump over the bloodline or something. Do got a big thigh cut. You do get double jointed knees, yes, but not a ton of mobility because of those biker shorts that are sculpted in. You do get a boot cut, and then you do get ankles up and down. A little bit of looseness in my right ankle on mine. More looseness than a traditional Mattel, that is for sure. Usually Mattel's a little tighter than that in the ankle department. Got the plain Jane black boots. You do got the knee pads sculpted into the sculpt. They are not an extra piece. You do get the fight on the bottom of the shorts there, looking interesting. And then you do get the KO WrestleMania shirt going on. Stunner versus Stunner. How about that? Looking very cool with Stone Cold and Kevin Owens on there. You do get all of his tattoo work, of course, on his arms. Kevin Owens added to his tattoo collection a lot over the last 5-10 years or so, so we do get the sleeves going on. Things like that looking pretty good. On the back, Owens 316 says, "Mine is better than yours." So he's got a better stunner, apparently, than Stone Cold. That is to be debated for sure. But I really, really do like this. A lot of fans are going to want this KO to remember this match like this. Others are going to want it, of course, for the goofy skit he did where he played Stone Cold. And then hardcore collectors like myself, we need 2 of these. I'm going to display one like this. I'm going to display one with the Austin stuff on it. I think that needs to be done, at least for my collection. Does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%, as we always do say. And what do you know? KO fits very good on a ringside stand. I did grab a Stone Cold. I just kept going back and forth. What's Stone Cold to grab? I just grabbed this old WrestleMania Elite just to have. And of course, Stone Cold, Kevin Owens. Quite the matchup. It's the matchup we didn't know we needed at the time that we were thankful for after, really, at the end of the day. It'd be interesting if Stone Cold has anything planned for WrestleMania this year. A lot of interesting stuff coming out of the Royal Rumble. Not sure where everything is going to go. It's going to be a lot clearer here in the next couple of weeks, I am sure, as they lead to the road to WrestleMania one more time. Up to, what are we, WrestleMania 39 now? Wild times out in Hollywood. Be there or be square or watch on Peacock, as I just said right now. So there you go. I think that's it. And that's all we got for old Kevin Owens Elite 101. What are your thoughts on this one? Picking up 2? Picking up 1? Picking up 0? Picking up 3 to have 1 min on box? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. As you guys know, we got videos every single day, including everything wrestling related, and a whole lot more, and even more content for you over on the Patreon channel. Early access, Q&A, bonus videos, you name it. A lot going on, and it's the best way to support this very YouTube channel. You can also support the channel over at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget about social media. SirPaul64 over there on Twitter. Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for Kevin Owens and Stone Cold 2, I am Kyle, and I'll see you guys all real soon.